Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us here on Red Rocket. The astute of you will notice this isn't Red Rocket. No, in fact, it is a loaner from Tesla. Red Rocket is currently in at the service centre, and we'll be bringing you videos in the forthcoming weeks telling you exactly why that is and what's going on with it. We recently went on a road trip to North Wales. In fact, we spent 2 weeks in a village called Abersoch. Very nice, and we had a great time. The whole video today is going to talk to you about how we got on with charging, what we got up to with the Tesla, and how we experienced going on holiday for the second time in an electric car. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Click the bell notification to hear about all the latest videos. Those things really do help build the profile of the channel. And if you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up. Again, it helps push our content out to as many people as possible. We appreciate you might not find all the parts of this video as interesting as each other, so we've chapterized it in the description below, enabling you to click through the video at your leisure. Hope you enjoy.
So we packed our bags and filled about 542 litres of boot space and got on our way. We started the 152-mile journey from Staffordshire to Abersoch. We started the journey with 219 miles of range, having charged the night before. The car, however, told us we needed to charge in 69 miles time at Flint Mountain, just set off the A548. 1 hour and 29 minutes later, and ready for a quick toilet break and a coffee, we arrived with 132 miles of charge left, shy of my prediction, but enough to complete the journey. Technically, we should have had 150 miles range more than enough to complete the journey. However, my 152 mile calculation clearly hadn't taken into consideration altitude and driving manner. The Tesla calculated we'd arrive at Flint Mountain with just 40% battery. However, wanting to arrive in Abersoch with a decent charge, we topped up. Flint Mountain's version 3 superchargers meant we'd be back at 98% state of charge and charged in just under 40 minutes, meaning we should have arrived with 68% of our battery left. This car has Enhanced Autopilot, meaning it has the traffic light and stop sign control. Those familiar with the A55, that's the road from Chester to Conway, know that you pass through tunnels as you make your way past the headland. There's contraflow roofline traffic controls in the tunnels which confuse the Tesla. Those of you who follow the channel know we featured a similar issue an American owner found where the Tesla became confused thinking the moon was an amber traffic light. The car kept trying to stop as we passed each light. 50 miles later, we arrived. Abersoch is home to one of the most popular beaches across Wales on the Llyn Peninsula. Perfect for lounging on the beautiful golden sands, the sea also provides a first-class water sports venue right on your doorstep, making it excellent for windsurfing and sailing. We were here for a fortnight. If coffee bars, fine dining and boats and beaches is your thing, this is the place to come. We then took a ride just 13 miles up the road to Criccieth. The town lies 5 miles west of Portmadoc. Plenty to do here, but little sign of a charging facility. Not a problem, as every Tesla comes with a charging connector. This meant we could charge overnight via a 3-pin plug or a granny socket at 2.3 kilowatts an hour, the equivalent of 8 miles an hour. The next day we took a 30-mile drive to the royal town of Caernarfon. It lies along the A487 road, on the eastern shore of the Menai Strait, opposite the Isle of Anglesey. Caernarfon Castle is recognised around the world as one of the greatest buildings of the Middle Ages. We took a trip around the castle where you'll frequently find volunteers dressed up in medieval armour. Plenty to do here, and make sure you stop by the Tourist Information Office for ideas of what to take in. The Black Boy Inn, known as the Black Boy locally, is a hotel and public house which is thought to date back to 1522, making it one of the oldest surviving inns in North Wales. It's situated within the medieval walls. The ghost of a nun is said to pass through the inn on her way to a nunnery, but was once situated at the rear of the pub. This is now where you'll find Tesla destination chargers. You can park overnight here for £10 whilst you grab a free charge. Elsewhere around town, you'll find council car parks, also with free-to-use destination chargers. Here, we took in a charge. We later visited the small town of Nefyn, a 22-minute drive along the coast, famous for the Tie Cock Inn, which is arguably the best pub in Wales and is officially in the top 10 beach bars in the world. Reached by foot, the traditional tavern has a great sea view with access to the pub via foot, as vehicle access is for residents only. You can park in either the National Trust car park at the end of the beach or in the golf club car park itself. There's a charge for both of these unless you're a National Trust member. More on this shortly. The following day, and 13 miles down the road, we visited the former fishing village of Aberdaron, to the western tip of the peninsula. The National Trust proudly care for some of the peninsula's best beaches, and this village has one of the best. If you're a National Trust member, you're invited to both park and plug in your EV for free whilst you explore the beaches. There's a whopping 36 EV charge points across Wales, perfectly placed for great days out. That said, it's highly recommended checking that the individual beaches have their working charge points. You don't want to turn up and find they're not working. It's also worth noting they're slow, so you may find on arrival they're occupied, so it's best not to leave it to chance or leave yourself on empty. That said, when we went along, we were in luck. The next day, we did something a little bit different.
So I thought we'd bring us here to the beach, and why not? So I've donned on the rather posh new shades and brought us here to a place called Black Rock Sands. Now the name Black Rock Sands makes it sound quite a dreary beach, but that's not the case at all. In fact, Black Rock Sands refers to some black rock on the west coast just shy of the beach. In the distance you'll see Criccieth Castle as well, another historic landmark here on the North Welsh coast, so rather nice place to come to. And what's better still here on Black Rock Sands is, as you'll see behind me, you can drive along the beach. Yes, the cars are allowed onto the beach and you can monopolise the flat sands here at Black Rock Sands. So I thought, what better than to test drive the Tesla Model 3 along an open beach. Join us for the next few minutes in the video because I think it'll be rather fun.
So that was that. The holiday was coming to a close. We charged the car overnight using the 3-pin plug, getting us back up to a good 90% state of charge, and set off for home. The car predicted we get back with 35% battery, but actually, due to the conditions, we ended up getting back with a good 46% of battery left. Well, what a great trip away we'd had. We'd taken in castles, pubs, beaches, golf courses, car parks and more, doing over 500 miles in our loaner long-range Model 3. From the Midlands to the Llyn Peninsula, making the most of the free charging spots courtesy of the National Trust and Tesla, confirming that EV ownership is possible, whether doing the daily commute or going on a fortnight's holiday in the UK in 2021. Join us next time for more from Red Rocket.